afternoon, everyone. It's great to see so many people here for the event today on sustainability. This is the 4th year, and I'm very happy to say that it is being held in the library. We in the library do try to be green. We had a used book sale yesterday, so we're trying to participate as much as we can. I know how important this is to WPI, and Dr. Berkey is going to be speaking in a minute, and I just know that his commitment to sustainability is visible by sponsoring many of these events and attending as many as well. I hope everyone has a chance to see all of the posters and enjoy the event, and I'd like to welcome Dr. Berkey.
Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. I know your used book event was very successful yesterday. I must say I've never seen my calculus books marked down quite so aggressively as they were. I guess it worked out well for everyone. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to WPI's 4th annual Sustainability Project Competition. That's our capstone event for our EarthFest celebration, which is co-sponsored by the President's Task Force on Sustainability and the Environmental and Sustainability Studies program. It's good to see such a nice turnout on behalf of this important work and such impressive poster displays. As you know, the core mission of WPI is education, and the idea of sustainability is now interwoven throughout the curriculum. One of the distinguishing traits of a WPI education is our project and team-based approach to learning. The great problem seminars, the interactive qualifying projects, and the master qualifying projects empower our students to investigate and to solve real-world problems. Many of these projects are represented here today. We also have strong representation from our graduate students as well as other sustainability-themed projects from around the campus. Sustainability has become an important part of the WPI culture, and in that work we have focused on the key components of sustainability: environmental presentation, environmental preservation, economic prosperity, and social equity, the success from which is reflected in the recognitions that have been received by ranking institutions such as the Princeton Review, Sierra Club, and the Sustainable Endowment Institute. 2 weeks ago, we announced that WPI has begun the development of a master sustainability plan, a comprehensive effort that will combine the resources, knowledge, and experience of our students, faculty, and staff to produce a master plan for sustainability in our living, learning, and working community. We have invited students to enter this competition, and this afternoon we will select winners in 6 different categories, with each winner receiving a check for $200, as well as our sincere thanks and admiration. Before we begin, I'd like to quickly recognize and thank the judges for today's competition. They are as follows: Bonnie Benson, Director of Sustainability, Greener U; Sarah Dager, Consultant of the National Grid; John Cannon, Associate Director for Planning and Operations, College of the Holy Cross; Jenny Isler, Sustainability Coordinator, Clark University; John Odell, Manager of Energy Efficiency and Conservation for the City of Worcester; Scott Justo, our Associate Professor, a member of the faculty of the IGSD; Rob Kruger, Director of the Environmental and Sustainability Studies Program at WPI; Paul Matheson, Associate Professor of Civil Engineering; Rick Sisson, Professor and Dean of Graduate Studies and member of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering; and Bill Spratt, Director of Facilities and Operations. Thank you all for joining us today. It's a great pleasure to be with you, and good luck in the competition.
My name is Chimo Beretta. We're one of the members for Gaming for Sustainability, which is an IQP on campus. Right now we're on our last term, and the project was to design a video game that was sustainable and could teach homeowners how to be sustainable and manage their house properly.
My name is Ying Yang. I'm from the biology department. Microalgae-based biodiesel is a competitive candidate for biofuels, since it won't tap into the human food chain, and also it won't require further land to grow. The species I'm using is named Allia oleabundans, and it has the potential to accumulate a great amount of triaceous glycerols under adverse growing conditions.
I'm Bernadette Cannon.
And I'm Norman Harris, and we are projected on the economic feasibility of geothermal heat pumps in New England. and Bernett's going to give you a little bit what that's about.
All right, so a geothermal heat pump is a heat pump that uses stored energy from the warmth of the earth in order to heat a person's house. This isn't magma energy or anything like that. This is from the earth being heated in the sunlight.
Typically, it's easy to convert to forced hot air because that's what the geothermal will use. Forced hot water is a little more difficult because the technology doesn't actually exist yet to be able to heat the water from a geothermal system enough to heat the water for forced hot water, so you usually have to convert the forced hot water to a forced hot air system.
Hello, I'm Gabriel Lion. My project was a feasibility study of a biodiesel plant in Cartago, Costa Rica. It happened during this past B term where I went abroad for my IQP. Our project objective was to examine the feasibility of establishing a biodiesel plant in this county. This plant will hopefully take this oil that is being put in the river, process it into biodiesel, and sell it to people in the area who have diesel engines or diesel cars, and create profit for both the municipalities and the people who are producing the oil.
My name's Sarah Thayer.
And my name's Tyler Howard, and we're with the WPI Student Green Team. The goal of our club on campus is to promote sustainability, and this is what we did with our waste audit. This is named What's in Your Waste Bin. It's the waste audit results for our 2011 performance, and we took 4 buildings.
What we found is from those 4 buildings, we had 2 residential buildings and 2 academic buildings. The academic buildings were probably the worst offenders as far as throwing away things that could have been recycled. As you see, we have Sanford Riley here, over 35%, and that was the highest result.
Hi, I'm Alex Hyman, and I'm a freshman majoring in robotics and mechanical engineering.
And my name's Sarah Antolik, and I'm also a freshman majoring in civil and architectural engineering. Our project is the feasibility of harvesting kinetic energy from traffic. And what we looked into was that there are a lot of different energy harvesting systems for natural resources, but not a lot for kinetic energy. So we looked into 2 different kinds of systems, a piezoelectric system and a mechanical system.
All right, I'm Matt Dubtula. This is Kirk Murphy. That's Armand Caesar, Chris Long, and Tom Kostelek. And we were in the GPS group Feed the World, and our poster was on recycling nitrogen-enriched runoff. Our background was we're focusing on Midwestern cornfields where a lot of runoff and fertilizer is going into the local waterways and going into the Gulf of Mexico. So we're trying to recycle that nitrogen back into the farm and therefore help out with the eutrophication problem and also give the farmers an added income.
We are looking at the analysis and future of sustainable aquatic farming, specifically primary crops. My name is Sydney Batchelder. This is Robert Lay, and this is Liam Terry. We have a 4th member who is not here with us, Jeff Thomas. We looked at 4 primary areas which would allow the sustainable farming of primary crops in the open ocean for the future.
My name's Chen. I'm working in the Center for Resource Recovery and Recycling, and my project is reuse of aluminum dross as engineering products. This is my experiment. We have proved that aluminum dross can be utilized as engineering products as a filler in concrete and results in up to 40% higher flexure strength and 10% higher compressive strength.
Hi, my name is Deborah Silva, and our IQP group worked on the Green Communities Act. The Green Communities Act deals with 5 components. The first component deals with the zoning that is allowed for energy solar panels. And the second one, it deals with the permitting process, and it needs to be expedited and permitted under 1 year. Thirdly is the energy reduction, and this allows for the town of Charlton to reduce energy by 20% within 5 years.
My name is JD Suralt.
And I'm Mike Deladonna. This is our poster. Our project was the Black River Corridor, Vision for Restoration and Recreational Use. We worked with the city of Cape Town, South Africa, to develop a vision for the restoration of the Black River.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and this is Sam, and we did our project on direct methanol fuel cells. We were looking at a different membrane type that has less crossover, and what we determined was that the membrane type that we were looking at is a viable option for an alternative membrane type for direct methanol fuel cells.
Well, we're at that moment where we get to announce the winners, and I want to thank everybody, all the participants and all the judges. We saw some really outstanding projects this year, and I'm really impressed with all the work that I personally saw, and I made it around to many of these posters, so I really commend you on the good work that you all are doing. Now for the winners. The graduate project winner is Project 14, Development of a Recycling Process for Lithium-Ion Batteries. Haiyang Xu. All right, the number one project for the undergraduate interdisciplinary is project number 4, Green Communities Act, Town of Charlton, Deborah Silva, Jennifer Henriquez, Joseph Safarowitz. All right, for the undergraduate technical project, we have Project 21, Synthesis of Silicate-Based Lithium-Ion Battery Cathodes. Nathan McNeff, Andrew Boucher, Michael Ducey. Actually, you guys can just stay up here because you're a double winner. You won the number 1 undergraduate prize, too, undergraduate project prize. So finally, for the first year team, project number 15, Economic Feasibility of Geothermal Heat Pumps in New England. Bernadette Cannon, Norman Harris, the 4th, Tyler Ewing, and Samuel Tatum. So as Dr. Berkey announced at the outset of the competition, there's a $200 prize for each team. Some teams walk away with 2 prizes this year. Let's give these students and all the students who participated another round of applause. And I want to single out one particular person who has been behind this event since its inception, and that's Liz Tomaszewski, and I want to give her a special thank you. All right, so these guys are buying at Gompy's.
Well, we're really excited that we won. It was a great experience. Just like to thank our advisors, Professor Liang and DiBiasio, and also the graduate students that helped us, Dirk and NJ, with the Material Science Department.
Feeling so happy right now, and I appreciate all the judges for their interest in my project. And I'd like to thank also my IQP partners and the Town of Charlton that helped us put this project together.
We're pretty excited that we won. We entered this project kind of just going into it, hoping to see some other projects and, see how we stack up against, the IQPs, the MQPs. I'd like to thank our other 2 partners in this that couldn't be here, Sam Tatum and Tyler Ewing.
And also Professors Rissmiller and Professor Savalonis, who are our GPS teachers for this term.
A lot of help through making this project and where we got to be today, so a lot of thanks.
We're really excited.
Yeah.